far into the evening, and on the off chance that there's some young people here, I mean really young like that, you know, that's the great thing about these festivals is there's a lot of kids running around. And I remember when I was a kid, I would get dragged to stuff like this by over-enthusiastic parents. And I'd be having fun, but it wasn't quite the same as it was later on. As a matter of fact, I realized at some point when I was a kid, most of the songs that were played for me were recorded by people who grew up before the era of recorded music altogether. Guys like Leadbelly and my father and others, you know, who, when they were young and playing music like some of the bands here this afternoon, if you wanted live music for your event, you had to go get somebody. You couldn't just turn it on. They didn't even have that stuff, and so these guys would show up for all the different occasions, whatever they were. Every town had their own group of, you know, people who would show up, just like today's garage band or something. And these guys would dress different for whatever the occasion was, sing songs that was appropriate, maybe getting married, maybe getting buried, maybe getting hung. There were songs for every occasion. And there were songs for little kids, and those were the ones that was played for me when I was a kid. When I had kids, those were the kind of songs I played for them. And then when grandkids started coming along a little over 20 years ago now, I don't know what happened, but it seemed like overnight, all the stuff for kids just went to hell. Suddenly, it had to be good for you. Educational. Self-esteem building. Crap like that. I don't know who came up with that stuff, but it wasn't somebody that had actual living kids. You know, it just defeats the whole purpose of what kid stuff is for, which is essentially to put them to sleep at night. And imagine you got some kid trying to go to sleep these days, you're reading them the latest book or playing them the latest song on how to feel good about yourself. Nobody wants to go to sleep anymore. It's stupid. I like the old stuff that scared the hell out of you. Gave you a reason to stay under the covers at night. So I wrote this decades ago. Me and my goose, me and my pal, we had some very good times. Me and my goose, his name was Al, and he cost only a dime. Over mountains we'd stray, playing all day. I missed him at night until dawn. Then one day I found he wasn't around. I wondered where Al could have gone. I looked everywhere, he just wasn't there. Where could a goose be all day? I miss my pal, I miss my Al. It's sad that things turned out this way. Then Mom brought him in, I remember her grin, stuffed with his feet pointed straight. I'll never forget the night that we met out off of the old yellow plane. I know it's sick. That's why I like it. As a matter of fact, after I wrote it, I had it illustrated as a book for children. For 30 years, there wasn't one publisher in all of America that would go anywhere near it. So we did it ourselves a couple months back, and I'm happy to be an author now.